Friends, very good morning, and I welcome you all to this second part of solving previous year's questions from CSIR-NET. Okay, so let's begin. So first question is from June 2013. So guys, before attempting any question, we should carefully read it and understand what the question is saying. Okay, so let's try it. The question saying that a potentially valuable therapeutic approach for killing tumor cells without affecting normal cells is the use of immunotoxins. Okay, and then immunotoxins consist of particular cell-specific monoclonal antibodies coupled to the lethal toxin. So this question is giving us some knowledge that immunotoxin consists of particular cell-specific monoclonal antibodies coupled to the lethal toxin. So you should imagine antibody which is coupled to a lethal toxin. Why these immunotoxins will be used? To kill the tumor cells. Okay, so the monoclonal antibody in this immunotoxin should be very specific to the tumor cell. Okay, this much we should get from the question itself. Now it says, which of the following molecular approach is not appropriate for killing the tumor cell? Okay, so option A is cell surface receptor binding polypeptide chain of the toxin molecule should be replaced by monoclonal antibodies which are specific for a particular tumor cell. So imagine a toxin molecule that is capable of binding to a receptor polypeptide chain. Okay, so if we replace the receptor binding polypeptide chain of the toxin molecule, it won't harmless it. It won't diminish its toxicity, right? So the option says the cell surface receptor binding polypeptide chain of the toxin molecule should be replaced with the monoclonal antibody which are specific for a particular tumor cell. So toxin molecule will be retaining its toxicity if we replace the receptor binding polypeptide chain from the toxin molecule and replace it with the monoclonal antibody which is specific for a particular tumor cell. So this approach should work for killing the tumor cells, right? So this is right. Then option B says constant region of the Fc domain of the tumor cell specific monoclonal antibody should be replaced by the toxin molecule. Now if you remember, we talked about the structure of the antibody molecule. Antibody molecule is consist of FAB region that binds to the antigen and FC region that binds to that doesn't bind to antigen. So if we replace the FC domain with the a constant region of the tumor cell is replaced by the toxin molecule, then the specificity and binding capability of the monoclonal antibody should not be hampered, right? So this option is also right. Now if the option C says variable region of the FC domain of tumor cell specific monoclonal antibody should be replaced by the toxin molecule. Now in the very beginning it says variable region of the constant domain. So it sounds funny and it is not right. Okay, so just after reading two statements or two options, we have come across the third option which is not appropriate for the killing tumor cells. So it's not necessary now to go on the fourth option, but still we should read it. So inhibitor polypeptide chain of the toxin molecule should be conjugated to the FAB domain of the tumor specific monoclonal antibody, right? If we conjugate a toxin with the FAB domain of the tumor specific monoclonal antibody, it should kill it, right? So it seems that the option C is the right answer. Okay, and I will show you pictorially that how immunotoxins work to kill the tumor cells. Okay, in this image you are seeing a monoclonal antibody conjugated with the toxin molecule, and that is specific for a tumor cell. This monoclonal antibody binds to this particular receptor on the tumor cell. So this whole assembly immunotoxin, if gets entry into the cell, it will kill the cancerous cells. Likewise, this is an engineered immunotoxin where only FAB fragment is linked to a toxin. This is the FAB fragment of the monoclonal antibody, and this is the toxin. So it is specific for again a cell surface protein of a cancerous cell. So this whole immunotoxin can cause the cell death. So this way immunotoxin works. So if you remember this structure, it will be very easy for you to answer questions based on immunotoxins. Our next question is from CSIR-NET June 2014. Okay, so the question says, among following antigens specific to a pathogen, which is most likely to be ineligible as a vaccine, which with long-lasting host protective effect. So we need to choose one of the antigens which cannot be used as a vaccine. Okay, so option A is a cell surface protein, option B is an enzyme involved in pathogen metabolism, option C is a signaling intermediate, which is a kinase, and option D is a long chain fatty acid. So if you see very closely, option A, B and C, all these three are proteins: a cell surface protein, an enzyme involved in pathogen metabolism, a signaling intermediate, which is a kinase, again an enzyme. Okay, and the fourth option is the only option where you have a different biochemically different molecule, that is a long chain fatty acid. So you can easily answer by taking odd one out but logically, rationally, if you want to answer it, you should know what immunogenicity is and on which factors does it depend, because a good vaccine candidate should be a very good immunogen, right? And so proteins are definitely good immunogens because they are able to elicit both humoral and cell mediated immunity, right? And also they have multiple epitopes, so that can help further generating immune response. So the option D is the only choice that we are left with to choose it as an ineligible candidate for a vaccine. So you can easily answer this question, right? And also these kind of questions depending on the immunogenicity of the molecules. So answer D is the right answer for this question from June 2014. Now again a question from June 2014. This question says, which of the following is not related to immediate hypersensitivity reaction? Okay, there are many types of hypersensitivity reactions, but immediate type of hypersensitivity is always related to degranulation of mast cells and IgEs. So these two things, if you remember, you can answer the questions on the molecules and cells involved in immediate hypersensitivity reaction. Okay, so which of the following is not related to this kind of reaction? Let us read out the options. Mast cell degranulation results in histamine mediated allergic reaction. So as I told you, immediate hypersensitivity involves mast cells. So this is related to immediate hypersensitivity reaction. Then reagenic antibodies triggers allergic reaction. So reagenic antibodies are nothing but the IgEs. Okay, so reagenic antibody, so you can note it down that what reagenic antibodies are, because you need to remember these terms. You need to memorize that these are nothing but IgEs. And then option C is granulomatous reaction is a key to contain infection. Now granulomatous reaction is altogether different than the hypersensitivity reaction. Though it's a way to contain the infection, but it is not the part of immediate hypersensitivity reaction. So option C seems not related to the hypersensitivity reaction. Now option D is anaphylactic reaction is triggered by the IgE, primarily by IgE. Yes. So because IgE is the you remember it, that it is part of immediate hypersensitivity reaction, so you can relate it to the same reactions. So it seems that option C should be the choice because it is not related to immediate hypersensitivity reaction. So easily we can mark option C is the right answer. Okay, friends. So I will say goodbye to you for this video, and I would really request you to like, subscribe, and share these videos, and keep coming for updates on this channel. And just keep coming, because I'm going to upload many more very interesting, very easy videos for you guys to crack CSIR-NET this time also. Bye bye.